Yeah. So in the last session, we were talking about I believe we were discussing about this one. What is it? Tuples and tuple comprehension. And in this session, let me just quickly check if I am recording. Yeah, it's going on. No problem. We had discussed about tuples and tuple comprehension. So today, what we do is we discuss about dictionary. So let's get into the topic of dictionary. Yeah. So this is one of the very core topic in Python. Dictionary is something really important for us. Okay. So because we know, right? We do these automations. While doing that, uh, definitely dictionary has a lot of importance, friends. So just keep in mind. Okay. So that is the idea. So now the question is, what is a dictionary? Right? Dictionary is nothing but you can see here already. I believe I just had a quick intro in the last session. I don't remember exactly, but let's have a more detailed discussion here. It has something like what we call keys and value pairs. That's called dictionary. And second thing is it internally it uses something called hashing. And also, oh, if we talk about it, there are two types of data structures. So are two types of collections usually, not only in Python, anywhere, starting from C or CPP or Java or any programming language, we generally have two types of data structures. One is linear data structures, second one non-linear data structures. Linear means any data structure which has some indexing. That's called linear data structure. You see, I think we had discussed this. List, tuple, string, bytes, byte array, all these are linear data structures. Non-linear data structures are something which doesn't have indexing. Usually they work with, they are implemented with something called hashing. Like for example, dictionary set, okay, frozen set, all these graph databases, all these are non-linear data structures. Sorry, not graph databases, graph. Okay, so all these are non-linear data structures. So that's the quick idea about this. What shall we say, dictionary? So next thing, so if you talk about dictionary, so it is mutable. I think I have discussed few examples. I believe in the last session. This is done. I believe this intro is completed. If I am not wrong. Quick. So this not this one. Somewhere you can see here. Yeah, you can see. I had discussed about few examples, like how to create a simple dictionary like this. If you see here, how to add key value pairs and then how to print that each key value pair. This is, I think, till this we had discussed in the last class. So how to iterate a simple dictionary by using this iterator, and also we see how to get a value from the dictionary. So by applying this one. So I believe we had discussed all this in the last session, friends. So hope did you quickly recollect it? If I'm not wrong, you should remember that, right? We did tuple as well as I believe till the dictionary we had discussed till this point, right, Shankar? So all this is completed, I believe. Hope you remember that, right? Just an intro, a little bit of dictionary topic we had discussed in the last session. Okay, so we'll continue from there because again it becomes a rework. So let's continue from where we have stopped. So I think we did a simple examples. Still, this I believe we did. Maybe we have to discuss these things. So what is it? Another important point dictionary with dictionary, friends. What is it? Dictionaries are not following indexing and slicing operators. What is it? They don't follow. What is it, friends? Indexing and slicing. Yeah, we had discussed list and list comprehension. Once that is completed, I believe we discussed about dictionary. We had an intro to dictionary, and we just had discussed these things. Like till this we had discussed in the last session. Like what is this one? What shall we say? What is a dictionary and how to create a simple dictionary, how to iterate a dictionary, how to extract each value from a dictionary. All this I believe we have discussed. Got it, friend? Got it, friends? Get remaining colors from dict like quiz time, something like this. We did discuss this topic. I think these are the scenarios we thought to discuss in the uh, we need to discuss today. What is the printing dictionary pair by pair means like from a dictionary how to get key and value and then getting only keys, getting only values. How do you do all this? So we do today. Definitely, we are going to have a much more and deeper analysis on dictionaries. So okay, friends. So let's do that. Right. So one thing, remember, if it is the linear data structure, then we can apply this slicing. But if it is dictionary, dictionary is not linear data structure and it doesn't have any indexing. So we are dictionaries are not following indexing and it doesn't have slicing operator. So we don't apply slicing on dictionaries, no slicing and no slicing on dictionaries. So keep in mind, if you want to apply slicing, then it's possible only with linear data structures, not with dictionary, friends. Okay, not on set as well, I believe. Even on set, we cannot apply slicing, right? And this is how we create dictionary. We know flower bracers and dict method. We had discussed all that. That is the simple idea. So internally, a dictionary uses a built-in class called dict. I believe we know this as well, right? That is fine. Next one. So this is how we assign values to dictionary. What is it? That dictionary name and then some key and then a value can be assigned. For example, so I will just quickly see this example. You can also test this before we move to the next one. How to suppose you created a simple dictionary. Let's take one more new file. Let's take a new file. Okay. Right click, new, just sorry, new and then Python file and what happened? Okay, let's do again new Python file dictionary programs 2. I'll just take it like this. You can close this. So now if you see, we just create a simple dictionary, friends, something like flower braces are open. Add something of your choice. Okay, so a color list or something like uh, like kids related one. You can take something small examples like pens, pencils, all the stuff, things like this, or toys examples, or anything you choose. So, okay, suppose I take one colon, right? This is how we create dictionary. It should have a key and value pair. A key and value should be separated with colon. Left side one is key and right side one is value. Keys must be unique, but values can be duplicated. It's up to you. Okay. Remember, keys must be unique. Unique means we cannot duplicate keys, but values can be duplicated. Maybe if you ask me a question, if we duplicate key, what happens? Nothing happens. We'll see all that one by one. Okay. It's nothing happens, but the latest key will replace old key. That's all. That's what happens. So but we don't get any error. Like, if you expect any error, we don't get error. But if you try to duplicate key, the new one replaces old one. That is what happens. So anyhow, let's take an example here. Something like I'm just taking like few examples, like some people names here, something like John, Okay. And then number two, so Sam. Okay. Number three, okay, Peter, something like this. Okay. Number four, mm, Samuel, something like this. I took a dictionary of people. Okay. Now I want to add manually few more this thing. You can print it if you want. Simply first you can apply. So the values of dict are, you can open this and then apply format method, and then simply you can print it. That should be fine for us. Okay, dict d r. Okay, simply that's it. This is enough for us. I don't think we need anything else. So this is simple one. Now the question is adding. So this is the topic, friends. How to add a key value pair to a dictionary. So how to add ourselves once dictionary is created later on, if you want to add a key value pair dynamically, right? How to dynamically add a key, not dynamically in sense not reading from keyboard, but somewhere at some point you need to add some key value pairs to the dictionary. How can you do that? So that is the idea. How to add key and value pair to a dictionary. So this is the question. Okay. So now what shall we do? It's so simple. This has a syntax. Since generally the syntax look like this, friends. So what is this? That dict name, okay, of key equal to value. This is how you can add a key value pair to a dictionary. So one thing is creating dictionary, constructing dictionary at the start of declaration. That is one thing. So generally we do this, but this is not enough when you are really working in a application. When you are really working in application, so that you have to dynamically deal with data. So we extract some hundreds or thousands of records like key value pairs that we have to dump to a dictionary. In that case, we are dynamically building dictionary. We are not static. This is a static dictionary because we just declared key value pairs at the beginning of dictionary itself. But that is not enough. In a real environment, what happens? We have to construct dictionary somewhere in the middle of this processing or at the end of processing at the after some time. And also we don't immediately add key value pairs at the beginning itself. It has to happen while processing your program. In such cases, I mean, this helps us to create a dictionary in a dynamic way. Dynamic in sense not accepting something from keyboard. Don't get confused with that. But somewhere at the time of processing your program, you have to dump that data from into a dictionary. Then this is the best. This is the best. I mean, statement to do that. Okay. So we have to apply this one, right? So how do you add a key and value to a dictionary wherever you want, whenever you want? Means so this is the syntax we should apply, friends, right? This is the recommended approach we should apply. So example now. So for example, I want to add some fifth record. Record inserts key value pair, fifth pair to the dictionary. Then I should say DR5. So this is the syntax. Dictionary of key equal to something like Betty. You can just take something like this, right? This adds a key value pair to dictionary. So what do? You do one thing. After adding a record, again, what do? You just print it. So before adding this one, after adding one more record or one more page to the dictionary, we are printing like this. This is how we do. Let's run this and see the output, right? So this is very important syntax, friends. Okay, right. So remember, now print it, right click and then say run dict, and you can see here. Before we add key value pair, this is the dictionary. After adding, this is the dictionary. Maybe if you want, you can print length as well. The values of dict are and length is, you can also apply length, length is, okay. And here you can simply say len of t. So this is same for all data structures. Length concept is length function is same. We can apply length even on dictionary to know how many key value pairs exist in a dictionary, friends. Okay, that should be more clear for all of you. So len of t after adding a key value pair. So right click and then say run, and you can see what happened. But this one should be and length, length is maybe this is the error for this. This should be the reason. Let's run it and see. The length will apply. The value is dict dot. Okay, okay, I got it. Why the error? I understood now. Why the error? I kept length function outside format method, not inside. So I believe this error is fixed now. Just a minute, friends. Let me close this. This should work fine now. Still error. Format of length. Okay, we closed that format function. Again, we have to close print function. Now this should work fine. See, perfect, right? Now you can see here we got dictionary and we are also seeing length here, friends. See, and length is this. Following. Right. Similarly, you can see second dictionary and you can see the length here, right? So this is a simple idea about I know this is a very simple topic, but still I took almost some 20 minutes to understand this concept of adding key value pair. This is a dynamic approach. This approach is very, very important. Trust me, because we do this lot of times regularly in our automations. Okay, there are scenarios like we try to read uh, records, many records from a database, and we try to dump into a dictionary. Okay, so a simple idea, just a quick idea. I'm not giving a complete this thing, but so this is a frequent operation, right? So what is that? Suppose I want to know this. There is a simple database, friends. I want to know the size of database now. Okay, the usage of database. Otherwise, if I want to know the usage, like what is current size of database, maybe this is one scenario. I'm just giving you an idea. Maybe after a week or maybe after 2 weeks, I want to know again the size of database. Suppose this is a quick example for you, a scenario. Right. Okay. So we have a database, right? So today the size of database might be some 5 TB of database. Okay, 5 terabytes I'm saying, or 10 terabytes. Usually we use a lightweight database. I'm not explaining about my project or anything. I'm just giving you a small use case, that's all. So we need to come into, track the size of database each day. So we need to keep on tracking this size of DB. So for that, we do some kind of automation for that to know that each day how much increment is there in database from today to tomorrow and from tomorrow to day after tomorrow, all that. So now that happens in many of these applications. So today is TB and tomorrow the same database size might be, what is this? It might keep improving like, by 100 GB, by 200 GB or 300 GB, something like, not GB, I'm saying, not TB. Because all of a sudden we don't have a TB of increase in database. Okay. Some increment will be there day by day, or decrement will be there. Now I want to see that change. So we do an automation. In that process, what we do is we need to display that data, like according to the this thing, friends. What is that? According to size. Size is very important factor. Along with size, we also need to understand the that database project. So that project, the size, all these things, friends. Okay, just an example for you. Now the question is, so how do you dump it? How do you dump it, friends? Simple, right? So to dump that, we create dictionary and read all the records from database, do some validation with size, right? And then we take dictionary of project equal to, we say something equal to size. So this gives what we are just applying. Maybe if not project, something else will be there here. So in that case, what is this? We are dumping data into dictionary. We are getting all that project details, and then what we do, friends, we try to load that data into dictionary in the form of key and value pairs, so that it's easy for us to what is that to extract all those records and store it into a temporary this thing collection here, like which is what we use called dictionary. So some D of project equal to something like size, and this is the huge data. It's not like a simple data. So generally this comes dynamically from a source like data store, and then we try to dump it. And what do we do? So we try to store that like thousands of this won't be just one or two. There will be thousands of records pairs. I mean this project and size. So, so what do we do? This is a simple idea, like how we apply a simple scenario, like how we extract data from database and why how we load data to the dictionary. So that's the so this has to be done in this approach. So we have to apply this at a dynamic way of adding key value pairs. For that we apply this, friends. Got it right? I'm just giving you an idea how important this approach is. If you want to add a key value pair to a dictionary, this is one scenario. Understood now? So that's the idea about all idea about adding data to a dictionary. I mean key value pair to a dictionary and understanding the real usage. I just gave you one usage. Similarly, there might be so many for dictionaries, not just one, two, right? So after that, next one, what we do is let's get to the next topic. So here, so this anyhow by now you should be very clear and separate key value pair with colon here, friends. You can see here we do create dictionaries like this. So you should be clear by now, friends. I don't think you have a problem. Next one. So this is another way of extracting values from dictionary. One is applying index. Second one is applying get method. Let's understand these two scenarios. Already we know that, but let's have a quick idea. So we'll take this and put it in the comment here, and let's apply this. So what is it? Two ways of extracting. How to extract with applying a simple index like in list concept, and how to apply get method. Also we can apply get is a method to extract each value from the dictionary by passing a key to this. And here also index is an operator which is used to extract a value from dictionary by passing a key to this. So generally, once we build a dictionary, when you want to do if you want to extract any value from the dictionary, then we always do that through keys. If you want to insert a value into dictionary, so we use keys to insert a value or to select a value from dictionary, means to extract a value from dictionary, we use keys. And third thing, to update a dictionary, update. Then we use a key. And fourth thing, to delete a key value pair from a dictionary. Then even we apply keys. If you want to do all these operations on dictionary, sorry friends, if you want to apply all these operations on dictionary, what is it? What operations we generally do? From time to time on a dictionary. We do insert operation, means we try to insert some key value pairs into a dictionary, same like how we do in databases. We apply inserting key value pair into a dictionary. We try to select key value pair from a dictionary, like extract key value pairs, or we extract keys from dictionary, or we extract values from dictionary, or we extract key value from dictionary. That is called select. Select means select only keys, select only values, select key value pairs from dictionary, all that. And then we update dictionary. Update means sometimes instead of some John, suddenly the name changes. Suppose these are all employees. In place of John, I want to update some uh, Parker. Okay. In that case, we do some update on that dictionary and delete. Sometimes we need to delete data from dictionary. In such cases, we do apply delete. So these are all fundamental basic operations which we need to apply on dictionary, friends. Got it, right? So we'll do all this one by one now. So first thing, this, let's see, let's understand this one. What is it? So what is the way to extract values from dictionary using applying indexing? Simple. First, iterate your this thing log. We have already discussed this first approach using index thing. We did this example, but anyhow, let me show you one more time how to do that by using dictionary here. For what do we do? This is our dictionary. D is our dictionary. So for some key in, but by default, when we iterate like this, it try to extract keys per key in D. When we say this, so what happens here? From this dictionary, every time this loop iterates, a key, one key is copied to this dummy variable key. So it just only get keys by default when you iterate a dictionary. Got it right? When you iterate a dictionary like this, what happens? Each time one key is copied from dictionary to this dummy variable key here. So now if we need that key and value, simply say print. Okay. So you can apply this one print. So the key and okay, you can simply say and value of D is okay. You can simply apply dot format method. You can just choose format. So what, how should get key? Key is simple. You have key here in this dummy variable. Just apply key. So then that key is placed into this placeholder, first placeholder, comma, then D of key, we should say. Now this second one is gives us value. When you say that dictionary name of key, this gives us value, friends. Okay, so we are done with this. Then just close print function. Okay. So what do you do right now? So when you run this, see here what happens. And you can see here the key one and dictionary of D is so key and value. You can now run again. So the key one and value John of D is this. Okay. The key is one and value is something like this, and you can remove this. Then this makes more meaningful for us. You can see now for key, the value is John. Okay, for sorry, for one it is John, for two it is Sam, for three it is Peter, for four it is Samuel, and five it is Petty. You got it right, friends. This is a simple way of reading data from a dictionary, uh, pair by pair here. Suppose if you want to print as a pair also, you can print it. That is fine, no problem. So this is one approach, applying index operator. Second approach is, this is approach one. Okay. Let's apply approach one. Okay, friends. So APP or VCH. Let's apply another approach. What is it? How to extract key value, otherwise value directly. You can say value instead of saying key, because key by default will be there here in this. How to extract value from dictionary? One is by applying this index operator like this. You can see here just now we applied index, this one. Second approach is applying a get method. See, same thing. You can copy this code here. So let's expand this. We can copy this. Okay. And then paste again. So approach two, applying what? Get method. Approach one, applying what? index approach using index operator. Now here, just we can keep everything as is. Just simply say here instead of d of key, you can say something like remove this d dot. There are so many methods in dictionary class, so we have to choose get method now. When you say d dot get of that key, you can see here. This is what we should do here, friends. We just simply try to call get method, and then we applied that key to, and we passed key to that get method. Now, if you run this, this is scenario 2, and now you can see we can see the same output for twice, but first time this is coming. We are using approach 1 get to get this output, and in the second time we are getting approach 2 to get this values from dictionary, right? So you can see here. So also we get key because while iterating dictionary, every time you iterate one value, one key is copied from dictionary to this. So that is what we need. If you know key, then it's easy for us to get the value either by applying index operator or by using this get method. Okay, we can follow any of these two approaches, friends. Okay, so now just add a print before each one. Okay, print. You can say approach 1 simply, and then you can simply say using index operator. Okay, this is one. Second one, you can also copy the same print and put it this one before this, so that it would be easy for us to observe the output. Now run this, run it. Now you can see here there are two things. So here just change this to approach 2. Okay, and then run it again. Now you see here approach 1 using get, approach 1 using index operator. This is the output. Approach 2 using get method. This is this one. Same output. We just changed it, like the only thing is instead of index operator in approach 1, we replace that with get method. That is the only difference. Other than that, we don't have any big difference here, friends. I hope this should be clear for all of you. Is this clear? Hope you are clear with this, right? Okay, friends, just a minute. So this is the idea. Understood now? So let's what we'll do now. Let's move to the next discussion point. Now this is the another example. Some kind of flowers, I believe. So these are all iterate dictionary and print all flowers starting with vowel. This is a small use case we just created. This is a simple use case, right? Print all flowers which start with ovals means what? A, E, I, O, U. So this starts with oval. This starts with oval. I, O, U. O means this starts with oval. These three values starts with oval. So what this guy is asking is, this is the problem statement. What is it? Print all flowers from dictionary which starts with oval. This is a simple processing on dictionary. And what this guy is asking, get method returns an element from a given index, or we can apply index operator. Anything should be fine for us. And this is the logic that is applied here. We try to get a value each time from the dictionary by passing key here, you can see. And then we are just applying a simple condition check. If it starts with A, E, I, O, U, small a or small uppercase or okay, a small case or big case. We are just checking if any of this value starts with this, we are asking to print that. That is the simple use case here. So this is one scenario. I think this might not work or something, or otherwise this is the another use case we built here. Got it right, friends? So if you want, you can quickly test this use case. Okay. So this is a simple example. What is it? So you can take this dictionary now. A small use case for you on dictionaries. Let's just apply this. Take a new file. uh, dict use case one. This is the dictionary. Problem statement is the what is the problem statement? Problem statement is simple. Print all flowers, which starts with something like friends, ovals. Okay. Now this is the dictionary. Now we should print all this flowers from dictionary, which starts with ovals. So what do you do right now when somebody asks this problem? Simply you just remember two approaches. One, we can do this by applying a simple condition check and extract each value by applying index operator. That is the possibility one or approach one. Approach two, we apply get method and we try to get that apply condition check. Again, we can get each value or all that flowers which starts with which matches with the oval scenario. So by using get method, you can follow any one of these two, but we have just discussed that. Okay. So now how do you apply a simple condition here? Iterate it for some what is it? The key in D. So we can say simply this is instead of D, giving a meaningful names is always a best a recommended approach. So here you can simply say flower list. Okay. So this is a simple idea. For key in flower list, what do we do? Now we should apply, we should get a value. So if you want to validate if it is a if your flower is ever, I mean, if your flower starts with oval or not, first we should get the value. So how do you get it? Some value or some flower equal to, then what you should say, flower list of key. This gives us that value, which is nothing but flower from the dictionary, right? So this try to get a value associated with the key, with this key. Each time this for iterates, one key is copied from the flower list and then assigned to this key, and then we just pass it to this method either by applying index operator or by using get method. And that flower is assigned. Once we this returns a flower associated with that key, and that is assigned to this variable flower. Now we should do a simple validation. If flower dot starts with, so I believe we don't apply all this at a time. So what is this? This should not, this might not work, but let me test it. Let to finish it quickly. I'm copying and pasting, but we know how to play with this. Not a big issue. Okay, this is a simple validation. What we do. So let us see if this works. If this works, we keep this as is. Else we should otherwise validate each vowel separately like this. We should apply a separate validation if it starts with A, or if it starts with E, or if it starts with I, or if it's this time we should apply five different starts with for uppercase here, and five different starts with lowercase. So this is actually another use case. Okay, let's see if this works. I doubt if it works, but let's start it. So this is what this is like, getting a flower from flower list. So we can add like this, friends. So this is a simple idea. And this is what we are doing here. So we are iterating flower. This is a simple use case. Maybe this looks like little problem, but the program we are implementing is so simple, friends. But the treatment to this program looks interesting. That's all, because the way we put flower list and flowers, all that seems a bit interesting. But actually, this is a very simple code. That's all. Iterating flower list. Okay. So this is a simple idea. Now run this. Let's see if this works or not. Okay. So this here is the string. What we should say flower list dot, and then here, what is that we should print here? We should print what, friends? If flower list dot starts with A, E, I, O, U, then we should print that not flower list, friends. Sorry, I'm sorry. Flower. Then we should print that flower. If it starts with vowel, We are validating it. That flower, once we get a flower associated with a key that is assigned to this variable flower, and we are applying a validation on this flower. If it starts with A, I, O, U, either with small case or low uppercase, and then if it matches this criteria or this condition, then we are printing that flower. Let's run this now. So see, yes, it is working. See, we can pass it like this. We can do a multi check here. We can check all different oval set. I mean characters. We can validate with this like here. You can see we got three different flowers which starts with ovals. So say this Atipu and then Irish and then orchids. These are three different flowers which starts with ovals. So we are able to extract that. Got it right? This is a simple use case, friends. Understood now? Got it now? So maybe you can take this and you can test this yourself, friends. So where is it? Hmm. Right? That's an idea. Next one after this. So what is it? Let's get to the next topic. So is this clear, friends? Again, see, we are applying multiple things in this program. See, this covers an iteration, right? A sophisticated iterator for, and this application covers doing some validations on dictionary. And this application covers extracting some data from dictionary, dynamic way of extracting data, right? So this is a simple application, but it includes number of things we have learned so far from in our Python. We are applying multiple concepts that we learned so far. Okay. Hope this is clear, friends. Are we good still this? Can you please comment in the chat box? Okay, this is another scenario. We can also validate like this. So this is one thing, friends, like this. Second way is this. We can follow this as well. Suppose if you ask me, Manoram, is there another approach? This is approach too, but this is simple. This is a little lengthy thing. So suppose if you want to do the same, you can also copy this, not all that, just copy. This is enough. Okay. So approach two, the same thing you can do a validation, just giving you multiple ways of playing with code so that you can follow whichever you think this is best for you. Iterating. This is a again approach two. So same thing. You can just remove this one. Okay, you can copy all this. Okay, validation thing. But what we are doing, this is an individual check. This is a little lengthy one. But recommended is this because whichever is simple, try to follow that, friends. So that makes our code look simple. Okay. So what do you do? Just paste all this. Even though this looks so lengthy, still this works for us. Okay. This is another approach to do this validation. So we should get two lists of output as expected. Not this has to be inside if itself. This is fine. So now what do we do, friends? So right click on this and then say run dictionary. So somewhere we have an error with this one. For validation, we should stuff str, we should change it all this to flowers, friends. So now this is a little tedious process. So what shall we do now? We have to copy this flower here and instead of str, put flower. Put flower. Change each time you have to apply starts with on flower. So this has to happen 5 times for starting checking for lower case and 5 times for starting with uppercase. So flower, flower, and then flower. Change all these strings to flowers. We can apply, I believe, a replace method here. There will be some methods just to this to do this to do all this in a single shot. Okay, but anyhow, we just changed this. Now this should work this time. Let's right click and say this one run dicta. So you can see we have two different sets of output. One with the first approach here, this one, second one with the second approach here. See, so we just understood, like, how to play a simple scenario in two different ways. The first way is just you can see this looks so simple and pretty, and this looks little lengthy and a little bigger. But you can do this in this. Actually, we can do it like this. So this is the most optimized approach. So you can keep it as a second approach so that you understand clearly. First one is something lengthy. So, and if you come to the second approach, this is most simplified. So this is how you should get a picture. Like when you keep implementing code, you should know, you should understand, friends, how to optimize your code. You can see this much of validation, lengthy validation. We just simply did it with this second approach, just simplified this lengthy validation to a simple validation here. So we optimize so much of code validation here in the second approach. So this gives you a clear idea, like how to simplify your this validation implementation or code implementation. Got it, friends? This is the idea, right? So I'm just moving to the next topic. Okay, this is actually the example use case for applying dictionary. I believe you should get some clarity on dictionary thing. By now, I am very sure all of you should be very clear with what is dictionary, how to have this key value pairs, and then how to iterate dictionary, how to apply index operator on dictionary, how to apply get method on dictionary. So in this almost 50 minutes of discussion, I'm very sure you got this clarity on all these things. Now we are switching to the methods of dictionary. Okay, dictionary API. What is dictionary API? Understanding all different methods of dictionary here. Okay, friends. So already we are familiar with this get method. What is this get here? Get is used to extract a value from a dictionary by passing a key here, but we know this now. Now, second method, second scenario. So this I am skipping. Get already you are familiar. So what do we do right now? So where is it? So understanding dict API. Let's do that. Again, creating a new file, dict API or understanding dict methods. So one by one. This is much more interesting thing for us. Let's try to understand this, friends. Let's try to have a deeper understanding about methods of dictionary here. Okay. So what is the first thing here? First thing, we need a simple example to test this dictionary. So what do we do now? So let's use this. Otherwise, let's use our flowers only. Take a flowers dictionary, copy this, or you can take any random dictionary. It's not like you should choose flowers. Okay. Okay, this is the list. Now, get is already familiar to us. So I think we can skip this. Get of 4 returns that value of key associated with 4. Get of 1 returns value of key that is associated with 1. Now, suppose if you want to read all keys. So d dot keys represents what this is. These are all methods of dict. You can see here when you say flower list dot. Like we had discussed this kind of methods even in earlier sessions. In our previous sessions, we had discussed this with key with list with tuples. Okay, but tuple don't have too many methods, but list has many methods. We had discussed this pop, like this. We had discussed this insert or append, all that in list concept from list API. But dictionary don't have all that. It altogether dictionary have a different set of methods. So that we are discussing now. So get is already familiar. So we are excluding that. Then we apply this. Suppose if you want to get all keys from a dictionary, then we apply keys method that is there here. So second scenario is so applying which method? Testing understanding keys method. Okay, what is this keys method? From dict API. Keys is something which returns all keys from the dictionary. So you can simply say something like keys equal to that flower list dot what shall we say, some keys, okay, like this, right? Any questions to it from anyone? No problem. See, so first thing, keys method. Okay, not methods, method. This returns all keys from your dictionary. You can see, right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you want to read all keys at once, it might be 1,000 keys or 1 lakh keys or 1 crore keys. If you want to read all that keys in one shot, in one go, then we apply this keys method, not key method. Again, there is a typo, keys method. Flower list, when you say just apply keys, just apply that method on that dictionary, whatever that dictionary might be. It's not like it should be flower list. It might be any dictionary, right? Just apply, simply apply keys on that method. That dictionary reference dot keys gives you all list of keys. And this is what now? This is actually all that keys are written in the form of a list here. Okay, just a minute, friends. Right, let's continue, friends. So this is a simple idea. So now what do you do right now? Let's see, apply type on this, print type of keys. What is this now? So this, when you say type, when you apply type means this gives us what type of this keys is. What is the internal data? I mean data type of keys. So let's run this and see. Now you can see when we apply keys method on this dictionary, it's returning all keys together, and this is nothing but the class here is dict keys. Internally, what it is returning, storing all that keys into this data in this class dict keys here. So that is the type of this keys here. Now what do we do? This is a collection again. Dict keys is a collection. So if it is a collection, what shall we do now? Again, we should apply iterator. So excuse me, friends. Applying iterator again. Why iterator? Because we have all different keys here, friends. Okay. So sorry, friends. So this is a scenario. So what do you do? Again, same scenario for key in flower list colon. Then, so sorry, not flower list, friends. For key in keys. So we extracted all keys here, right? So this we should iterate now. This dict keys collection, whatever that is written by applying keys method here. Okay, so what do you do right now? Iterate that, friends. So this is the collection. So iterate it. How do you do? Apply iterator. Which one? This for method. Now for key in keys, right? Just print that key. Now we are doing nothing. We are just printing key. Okay, so that's all, friends. Now run this. Right click and then run this. You can see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And by using these keys, if you want to extract any values from the dictionary, you can do that. You can get both from dictionary. Suppose you want to get your value as well, comma, you can simply say flower list of some key. This gives us both key and value pair. Suppose if you want to apply, if you want to get both, you can get like this. Now you can see here. So this is a simple scenario. We know how to get keys now by applying keys method. If you use this keys method, it gives list of all keys. Sorry, it gives all that keys from dictionary. And then when we now once after that, we can iterate it. And if you want, you can also get both key and values together like this. Each time you iterate, if you pass that key to the dictionary like this through index approach, so you can see the output we got. We are able to extract both key and value pairs from the dictionary. This is a simple use case because the point is simple. In this collection dictionary, if you know how to get that key, you can do anything on that dictionary through key only. If you want to do anything on dictionary, key is very important instrument for us. Okay, understand this, friends. So now you can see. So by using this keys method, we got all keys from the dictionary. That is one thing. Second thing is we try to iterate that all keys, and then we extract each key every time this for iterates, and then also we are getting value associated to that key, and this is how the output is. Understood now? So that's about this one, friends, about keys method and how to iterate once we get all keys, and how to get that value of key associated with that key, and we are printing that here. Understood, friends. So this is method keys. Next one, let's move to the another method. What is it? Values. How to get values from dictionary? Values alone. So then we apply values method. It's straightforward. What is it, friends? It's a straightforward method. Just it gets values here, friends. Okay. Simply see. We can second one now. Understanding second method. Values. How to get values? Simply say so that flower, because values are nothing but flowers equal to. So flower list dot values. So this gives all flowers that is there in the flower list, or all values that is there in the flower list. Okay. So what do you do right now, friends? Simply just print it. Print. If you want, you can directly print flowers like this. You don't need to iterate it. But if you want to iterate value by value, flower by flower, then you should apply iterator. Even here also, if you directly print keys, it gives you just all that dict keys collection. That's all. See here. Now run this. You can see here in the first case, we got dict keys and all keys extracted into this collection dict keys. In the second case, we got dict values because that's what the we are trying to apply here, values method. This is the collection internally it is returning. It extracts all those values from dictionary, and then assigns to this collection dict values, and that is returned. And if you observe carefully, one thing is clearly visible here. What is it? In that dict case, this values are stored in the form of a list here. See here, observe this carefully. How these values are stored here? Internally it is stored as a list here. Observe this square brackets. If you see, what's this internal this API is doing? This API is first copying all these keys into a list, and then that list is converted to the strict keys class, and then that is returned. Similarly, if you see here the second approach as well, observe this carefully. It is extracting all these values from dictionary, and adding it to a list, and then that list is written in the form of dict values class and in this collection. In fact, this is more or less internally it is a list. This dict keys and this dict values, all these are internally they are lists. You can see here. This is a simple idea, friends. Sorry, I think I got little cold again these days. Okay, friends. And now what do you do if you want to iterate? How do you iterate? By now, I think you should be bored of this process, right? How to iterate flower by flower? Simply apply for for flower in flowers. You can say flower in what shall we say? Flowers. Print. What is it, friends? What is it? Print flower. Simply, we are just adding. If you want, you can add more detailed output statement by using format method, by applying format method. Okay. So this is a simple approach. So print it, friends. Now you can see here all flowers are printed one by one. Rose, Atiku, and then Irish, and then orchids, and then marigold, all that. Okay. Is this clear for all of you friends? So this is all about what? This is about values method. What values does? It extract all this, it returns all list of values from the dictionary. And then that is actually, again, it's a clear discussion we had just now. This keys, if we apply, even in this case, it returns all list of keys from the dictionary. You can see internally a list is used to extract those keys. You can see what this API is doing, copying all that keys into a list, and then that list is returned in the form of this class text keys. Similarly, same thing is happening with values, right? You can manually do this. You can also manually try to extract all keys, and then you can create simulate this kind of methods. I'll show you how to do that. Okay. So this is simple idea, friends. Okay. How to extract, this list of how to get all values from a dictionary. Next. I hope this are clear, right? Copy is a simple method. Just take one more dictionary. So flower list of this, we can say new underscore flower list equal to what is it? So this is the list two otherwise. And now we are copying all key value, all the dictionary one to dictionary two. We are creating a new copy of this flower list. Simply you can say flower list dot apply copy method. Then this is straightforward, right? Do you need any explanation for this? No need, right, friends? Why? When you say copy just simply copies all that values from key values from dictionary to this new flower list. That's all. So you can simply say print new flower list. Excuse me. So this one. Maybe if you want, you can just add some more meaningful text there. That should be fine for us. But this is the simple scenario. So apply copy. Copy just simply copies that existing dictionary to a new. Just creates a copy of existing dictionary. That's all. And we assign it to a new variable here, which is already again a dictionary. And then you are printing it. Now right click and just test it. Now you can see another new dictionary is created. We have two dictionaries. One, the old dictionary, this one, this is the original dictionary. Second one, a copy of new dictionary, which is new for new flower list here. Okay, right. Or we can say duplicate flower list otherwise. Why? We have same values like the original one. Okay. So that's the simple idea. Or otherwise, to be more meaningful, I would like to keep it as flower list 2. So flower list 2. So this is copy thing. Okay, that's all, friends. Just move to the next method. Let's quickly understand all this one by one. Later on, if we need, we try to play with this few more scenarios we can add to this. Okay, so where is it? This one. Copy is done, friends. So so next one, clear. Clear means clears everything from dictionary. Now let's just hold on for few minutes. We apply this clear at the end of this dictionary discussion. Okay. Once we finish all methods, testing all methods, then we apply clear method. Okay. Then let's apply remove. What remove does? Remove is used to remove some key value pair from dictionary. But here I believe we don't have remove method here. What is it? We don't sorry, let's apply this MC. Let's check in the API. So next one is the flower list, not flower, but what do we need? Flower list dot remove is not there. See, when I say RE, we are not seeing this method in the dictionary API. Means what, friends? A remove method does not exist in dictionary. So what is it? We don't have a remove method in dictionary. Then you can ask me a question. So what if I want to delete something from a dictionary? That is where we apply this. What is it? This del command. We apply this command here, del. So this del removes what is it? So if you want, this can be used in two ways. What is this del one? What is it? Let me just add this here. So what is it? Removing a key value pair. Key value pair from a dictionary. That is one thing. Or otherwise, we can say deleting instead of removing. Best word to use here is deleting a key value pair from a dictionary, or deleting the whole dictionary itself. Suppose if you want to delete the whole dictionary, friends, it's not just only a key value pair, but if you want to delete the whole dictionary, then or deleting a dict. If you want to do any one of these two approaches, either if you want to delete a key value pair from a dictionary, or if you want to remove the whole dictionary, then what shall we do? That is the type, and then we apply this del command. Okay, so what del does here? Del removes either if you want to remove a key value pair or if you want to remove the whole dictionary. In both of these cases, what is it here? We can apply this del command, friends. Understood now? So what do you do? Suppose simply I just want to remove one of these flowers, key value pairs. Suppose let's remove the last one. Okay, so what do you do? Simply you can apply del of some flower list of, you can simply pass 5. When you say this, so you can see here simple scenario, apply del command and then just pass that key, whichever you want to delete, which the you want to delete this pair from this, which pair? Fifth pair. So if you want to remove that, what do you do? Just apply del command and then just use this dictionary name and then pass that key. So whichever the key value pair you want to delete, choose that key of that pair and then pass it here. Then this pair, whichever you are passing or whichever the key you are passing, that pair associated with that this key is removed. Now let's test it. Let's print this flower list, this one here, because we are applying on this. So before deletion, after deletion, you see this. So just print this one. Print this one. See here. Right, this is fine. So what do you do right now? Right click and say do this. You can see now there is a quite clear difference between before we apply del command and after we apply del command. You can see. So this is the copied list, of course, but still copied list and original list are same. They are not different. But the only difference is so the values are same. What I mean is once you do that, now you can see this has all this five key value pairs from the list two, which are nothing but this one, right? Which are copied from flower list. After removing, you can see this time we are missing this the fifth this fifth pair here. You can see here. What is the fifth pair here? Which is nothing but this 5 and marigold. That is missing. Why? Because we applied a del command and we removed that key value pair from the dictionary. Similarly, if you want, you can remove whichever the key value pair or whichever the data you want from the dictionary. So, but this is the approach. So that command and then just apply your dict name of key. This removes whichever the key value pair you want to remove from the dictionary. That is fine. Okay. Suppose if you want to delete whole dictionary, just simply say this. Right. You can just keep that there. Then copy this and apply here. Simply say del of that dictionary name. That removes the whole dictionary. Now, if you run this and see, now you got an error here. See, after saying deleting this whole dictionary, so you got an error here. You can see what is that error? Name flower list is not defined. Why? Once you say apply delete command on this whole dictionary, that dictionary is completely removed from that this thing. So once this is removed completely, there won't be any dictionary existing in the memory with this name flower list. That's why this name error. Why name error? After removing completely from the program or from the memory, this dictionary doesn't exist. If this dictionary doesn't exist, how could you print it? That is the problem. So that is why you are seeing this error, name error here, friends. Is that clear? I'm trying to be clear with each and everything here. I hope you should understand this, friends. Right? So that's the idea. Understood now? Is this clear for all of you, friends? So how this del command is working here? Is this clear for all of you? Right? So this is the simple idea. Next one. Can you please comment in the chat box? So are you following or am I confusing you? I believe I'm just making it simple. I don't think it's so clear for us. It's so slow also. And we each example we are testing our code, and this should give you a clear picture. Like how to delete each a simple key value pair from a dictionary, how to remove the whole dictionary. Once you do that, don't print it, because if you print this, what happens? Already we have removed the whole dictionary from the memory, and if you try to print it again, that doesn't exist. And without existing something in a program, you cannot print it. So we can see that practically this doesn't exist in memory. So don't print it. You just comment it. Why? We have already done a deletion. This won't exist again in the memory. That's why I just refrained from printing it now. And if you ask me why we are not printing Manora, because that doesn't exist. If it doesn't exist, how could I print friends? That is the point here. Okay, right. So understood now, right? So that's about del. Next one after del. This is also very useful method items. Among all this, I don't say other methods are not useful. All these are useful things from the dictionary API. Okay, but items is much more most used method here. What is items? Items is used to extract both key and value pair together at a time from a dictionary. Items will just like returns a key value pair at a time from a dictionary. But you can see what it does. It extracts that key value pair and then returns that each key value pair. What is this? By looking at the output of this one, you can see here there are multiple data structures here. What is it? So what is this? This one, this is a list here. This all that key value pairs are extracted and added to appended to a list internally. And here, every time that key value pair, when you apply items, each key value pair are extracted and assigned and converted to a tuple. Here you can see the key value pair is converted to a tuple, and each key value pair is converted to a tuple, and all these tuples, all this uh, what shall we say, list are converted to a list of tuples, and then that is appended to a tuple. I mean list here. I'm reframing again. What's happening internally? When you apply items, what's happening? Each key value pair is converted to a simple tuple like this. See here. And those tuples are appended to a list like this. And this list becomes list of tuples. And here, if you observe these tuples, each tuple represents one pair. But of course, we don't see this colon here because tuple has just the first, this is a key and this is value. Got it, friends? So here, what is that each tuple represents? Each tuple represents one key value pair. Likewise, how many other tuples are there that represents those many key value pairs? And all those tuples are appended to the list like this. I hope this is clear. So this is what, when you apply items method, this is what happens. This items method returns key and value pair. Right. So let's apply this now. So next one. Items. What items does? Simple. It's so simple. Simply now just comment this delete method, friends, or otherwise use flower list too. Why? Because sorry, we did deleted this one here at this line 27. So this list, this dictionary no longer exist here. This does not exist. So what do you do right now? So try to apply flower list to test this item. So how do you do that? Simply speaking, items equal to flower list dot items method. So you can see here items. This returns. Now we had a clear discussion on this. When we apply items, what happens internally? What API does? It converts each key value pair to a tuple, and then each tuple is added to a list. So that list becomes list of tuples, and every tuple represents a pair. That's what happens internally when you apply items method. So that is clearly discussed, right? So now let's see this. Print items. Okay, so what do you do right now? Just print it, right click.
List
So,
2.
sorry, yeah, thank you. Yeah, definitely, right? Because we did a deletion here, so this doesn't exist anymore. Yeah. So then we discussed that we are going to use list two now, flower list two. Apply items on that. Now run this now. So run it, and don't forget that we had deleted this. Sometimes if you see this error, remember name error comes means it's clearly saying name flower list is not defined. That doesn't exist anymore. Again, if you have a doubt, we have already declared it here. Then why we are not seeing it? If this is your doubt in the mind, we did a deletion here. Don't forget this thing. Okay, that's it, friends. So anyhow, we just corrected it. Some of our friend, one of our friend, just helped us to recognize this. So we changed this to flower list two, and then right click and then say run method. Now you can see here. This is what happened here. Now we have this dict items. This is our collection. It has key value pairs here in the form of tuples otherwise, and these are added to list. So how do you do? Now I want this each pair separately. Then you should apply iterator again. So what is that you should do? Each time you should apply iterator. So that is a quite common thing you should do when you are playing with this data structures or collections. So iterate. So what do you do right now? For see this the advantage with this items method is you can at a time see this is a tuple, right? You can read that key value pair separately at a time. So what is that? My statement is this: we can at a time can read. I'm writing it clearly. Can read both key and value pairs. Okay, separately. How? Let me just show you. All right. This time, every time so far, if you see, friends, every time we iterate an iterator, we apply this iterator, this for loop from when we are applying on any collection. What is that we say? That dummy variable in collection, but we can only copy one value at a time from this collection, either key or either some value from a collection. But when you apply items, this is a dictionary, right? Dictionary has both keys and values. And if you ask me, so we want to iterate both at a time, Manoram. Is there any way for that? Then the answer is yes. Then what is the answer? Apply items method. When you apply items method, we have this opportunity to get both key and values together from a dictionary. So here for what is that you can do? This time you can say for key comma value. You can choose this dummy variable names whatever you want. I choose key and value because dictionary has key value page. So just passing key value. See this time this is a different. This is something new for us. So far we have declared only one dummy variable along with this iterator. But this time we are just not declaring one dummy variable, but we are declaring two dummy variables. Can you see here? So why this? Because when you apply items gives us both key and values in the form of a tuple. So for key value in, what shall I say, items, you can apply this. Either we can directly pass it here, this one item, that flower list to dot items, as we have already assigned that to items. So what we can do, we can pass that collection here items, which is nothing but what dict items here, which is internally a list. Again, we are iterating internally this list, and every time we iterate this list, one tuple is extracted, and from that tuple, we are trying to get key and value separated here. That key goes to the key dummy variable, and that value goes to the value dummy variable. Like that it goes. If you want to see that how this is happening internally, you can apply this what is this debugging, and you can observe it clearly how this is happening on this dictionary with items. Okay, but now we'll do that tracing as well, no problem. Print key comma print value. Otherwise you can apply the key is something like this placeholder, and value is a placeholder, and then dot apply format, and then pass key, and then pass value. Then this is how it is. This is how it is, friends. So now what do you do? Simply print it. Then you can see that we are by applying items method, we are able to extract both the key and value together here. You can see this. Now right click and then run this. Now you can see here, same thing. We did this number of times with different approaches. And this approach is much more simplified compared to all other different approaches we tried so far. You can see, just apply items. That items will give us all that list of all that key value pairs in the form of tuples, and that is stored into list. We iterate that list internally, and then that tuple we get each time. When you get tuple, we are just trying to print that, copy that keys to key and value to value, this dummy variables, and then we are printing them together here. That's it, friends. So when you print it, this is the output we see here. So this is the output coming from this iterator here. This one, the last one. Okay. Hope this should be clear for all of you, friends. Maybe if you ask me, suppose what is it? If you don't apply this like this, what happens? Let's see this now. Let's see here. Instead of this one, you just simply say item some item. You, just for out of curiosity, if you ask this question, suppose if you just pass only one dummy variable, what happens, Manora? Instead of two dummy variables like key and value, if you just only pass one dummy variable here, what happens? Simply, right? You need to change, reframe your print statement here. Just remove all this. Maybe time being, you can remove everything and just print only what print the item each time you iterate. Okay. Now you can see just this time, just we are printing item. See what would be the output you see. You can see here all tuples getting printed which are added to that you can see here, this is your dict items collection, right? So that gives us tuples, and that tuples are added to collect this list. So what happened if you iterate just this dummy variable, this item, you just get all the tuples, and from that tuple again, if you want to separate key and value, then you can apply this first approach. I'm just showing you like how it would exactly look like when you try to print only one dummy variable. If you just use only one dummy variable, each time that list iterates, one tuple is copied to this dummy variable, and that we are printing here. You can see here. Again, actually, this should come first. Actually, if you ask me, as per the analysis, this is because I just showed you how to get these two. But if you want to be more deeper into this discussion, so we'll stop after this anyhow, friends. So this has to be first. Okay, iterating this one items. Again, we are doing same thing, iterating items, but in a different approach. So what happened here? If you just put one dummy variable, what's happening here? It's returning all this tuple pairs. And in the second case, what's happening? We are just trying to separate this key value pairs from this tuple into this dummy variables, and then we are printing them. This is second approach. I think you got clarity, right? Maybe you can also, if you want to know, is this really a tuple? Yes, if you can apply type method and see data type. type of something, if you see, this gives us clearly this is a tuple, right? So this is all about for today, friends. What is that we had discussed still this important method tuple items. So what we do in the next method, we try to close remaining methods, and then we'll try to in next week actually, sorry, and we try to get more understanding on dictionaries, and we do couple of use cases on dictionaries, and then switch to set concept. I know I'm spending some time here on collections in Python because our data structures in Python, because this is an important area of your Python sessions. Okay, so that's it, friends. I don't want to waste much of your time because today is a Sunday. You might all of us have some important commitments. Are you good still this? All of you are good here till this, friends. Okay, happy Sunday to all of you. We'll catch you again in the next week. Okay. I hope this should be a good session for us, no doubt about it. What all these sessions, what we did so far, are very useful sessions. Code in chat, sure, Shankar. Sorry, I'll just pass all this one by one.
Manoram, is there any way to practice more on dictionaries and list?
So yeah, you can do that. No, who is that? Sunita? Is
Sunita.
it Sunita?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Sunita. You can actually try multiple examples from just simply you can say here. What is it? So assignments you can say are assignments on dictionary on dict in Python. Okay. Mm, you can try these examples, right?
Yes.
Just a minute. Let me tell you. More than this, also there is one website. Let me just share you with you. That should be so easy. That has so many problems to solve. Actually, let me exactly. I don't remember now. Let me just think. Python exercises. Let me try like this. If we can hit that website, it has very beautiful examples. Python exercises on dictionary. Not this WS. This one. See, Sunita.
Oh,
This website.
W3 resources. Okay. Thank you.
Not W3 resources. This is W3 resource. This is totally different one. Not this schools thing. Let me just
Mhm.
paste it here. Again, you might
Oh,
see.
yeah. Yes.
This is we might quickly confuse W3 schools. Not that. This is a different website. See, if you can play with all this, these guys, this people gave beautiful examples. Friends, if you can play with all this, no doubt you become a Python superstar. No doubt, because these guys gave those many beautiful scenarios to cover on dictionary. See, all this with solutions they gave you. So once you understand the concept, and if you can apply it without seeing solutions, if you try to solve all this, definitely you can get a very deeper idea about this Python thing, right? So that's it. I hope this should be useful, Sunita. This should be
Yeah.
very
Thank you.
useful,
Thank you so
right?
much.
No problem, no problem. So how about others? Any more questions or any more doubt, friends? Else we can just close this. Catch you again next week. Yesterday, sorry, I was having some important this thing, so I couldn't take a session.